Hey everybody, it's John. It's Dry Fire Monday, brought to us by the Mantis X Firearms Training System. Super grateful for those guys. And this week, we're going to work on a skill that, while I don't see it all the time, I think is a helpful one for us to have and will help us to get better in every aspect of defensive firearm use. So this week, we're going to talk about the proactive reload. The Mantis X Firearms Training System attaches to any gun with a rail and to your phone via Bluetooth to track barrel movement every shot you take. Use it to help you be the most accurate, fastest shot you possibly can in a defensive encounter. I use it in my training all the time. Now, if you've been following the Active Self-Protection Extra channel for a while, you know that back in, I think, September, we put up a video on the difference between an emergency reload, a speed reload, and a proactive reload. Let's recap those just so we know, right? So you notice here, so what we have is I have a mag block and a barrel block in this particular gun. This is Benvolio. My P30 that I'm working on, have a spare magazine with snap caps here. Now, somebody's gonna give me a hard time and say, but John, I know you don't normally carry a spare. Well, that's true, but for those who do, this is important. If all you've got is what's in the gun, well, then that's what you're going to fight with. However, for the rest of us, and even those of us who don't carry a spare, when you're on the range, you're going to be doing your pew-pew thing, and then the gun is going to lock back because it's empty, right? So if the gun locks back empty, and then it's time to go get some more beans in the blaster, as it were, then what you've got to do is you've got to drive that out there. So then once the gun locks back, which is what we've done in dry fire, now what we have to do is we have to drop this magazine here as we go get a new one, put more ammo in the gun, drop the slide, and go to work. So the difference between that, of course, and a speed reload is in a speed reload, we have the slide forward. For whatever reason, our slide didn't lock to the rear or something like that. Now we've got the slide in battery. We're just going to go do the exact same thing, get the gun back out there and go. Now, a proactive reload is very slightly different. Again, just brief, discussion here, is that we've done all the shooting that we need to do. Bang, 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 bang. Anybody's done, and we have a depleted gun. It's not empty, so it is in some sense a speed reload. However, we want to just get some more in there, but we are not needing to shoot right away. So whatever, we're still assessing. And I'm going to put a link in this one to a recent video that our good guy had a good bit of time where he was still on target with a bad guy, and then he kind of came back into this, high compressed ready position. He wasn't shooting, the threat was probably stopped, but he still wanted to kind of be aware, and so you might want to have gone and got some more. So here's how we do the proactive one. We're not going to drop the magazine immediately. What we're going to do instead is go get our source of spare ammo and get our hands up and together. It's much faster this way, and what we're going to do then is that once we have this in hand, so if I had to, I could drive the gun out one-handed, drop this one, put two hands on the gun if I needed to. But instead now we're keeping what's going on there. Now once these are up together, then we drop and put in, and you notice how much faster that is. That is a lot faster than going from this, if I put this back away, and I go, oh, okay, so we're going to go from this position here, and now we go 1, 2, 3, and that takes us a lot longer to get the gun out on target, and the gun is empty for longer. So the proactive reload can be really helpful. So we're actually going to work this one this week from a little bit of a backwards perspective, because we're going to take the shot and then we're going to do the proactive reload to train ourselves that this is a post-shooting incident. So we're going to drive that out. We're going to do everything we do in our regular dry fire routine, get our shot break, get a good picture on that. Great. Shooting is over. Go get my reload because my gun is diminished, right? Then drop that, put that in, get my eyes back on target and do what I do. Grab my magazine, put it back together here, put this guy back away. Do this. Reset my trigger. Now my trigger's ready again. Come out here, get my shot. Cool, that's done. Good shot. Now I'm going to get this, drop, go, be ready to go for my next shot. All right, here's where the Mantis unit can really come in and be helpful for us here. So I'm using mine for my iPad here, recording the screen so we can put it up there in post so you can see what I'm doing. But what I'm doing now is an in-battery reload. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to time the difference. That, again, if I start here down this way, so we're working on a proactive reload, right? So the way that we're going to work on that proactive reload is how much time does it take for me to then get this gun back into the fight. And so we're going to do that with a beat, then we're going to hit our proactive reload, drive the gun out, and get as good of a dry fire press as we can and balance our time and our good shot. Because what I see all the time is when people put the new mag in the gun, that next shot they jerk the trigger something fierce. So let's do a couple reps, see what it does. Again, proactive, so here we are, it's in hand. All right, so I got a 54.2 and a 2-second total time. So I wasn't going super fast there, so that wasn't absolutely fantastic or anything, but let's reset here and let's do it again. Reset our trigger. Try it again. Okay, so a much better shot at 79.2. Got a good sight picture. I got a real small target over here, but a little slower, 237. Man, that wasn't fantastic. Let's reset and do it again. I'm going to move over to a little bigger target this time, get a little faster shot with acceptable accuracy, but I still want a nice still muzzle. Let's try it again. So that was a terrible score, but a fast time, 6. Ugh. 1.87 seconds, a little better. Let's try it again. Ooh, had the really long double trigger pull there, so longer shot, but a much better score in the 90s. Okay, well, let's reset our trigger and do this how the way that the trigger would be in this gun. Terrible score once again. Let's keep going. Good, so that was not bad. It just took me a long time. It took me a good while to find the magazine well there. Something to work on. Now to get rid of the time pressure, just go to open training, right? So you don't have to have time pressure in this one. You can if you want, but you don't have to. So again, if I have this here, I can just put this in open training like we've just done. Now watch, what we're going to do here is we're going to say, oh, okay, cool. Well, we've done our proactive reload, or we can actually shoot the shot ahead of time. So we can actually put this away, take a really good shot, get everything done that we want to get done, feel good about it. Nope, don't turtle up, John. That's a pretty good shot, 98.3, I would say so. And then we're going to get a proactive reload here. We're just going to get that together and get another sight picture. Good, excellent. You can use that open training as well to keep the time pressure at bay and just get good at the skill. So give it a try this week. 200 presses doing a proactive reload. That'll give you some practice getting more beans in the blaster, which will help you on the range. Will help you if you carry a spare mag when the shooting stops to get going and make you a better shooter. Hope it helps.